Good morning, everybody, and happy Thursday. We continue to work our way through this week. Before we get going, I want to just stop and say I've been extremely proud of how hard you all have been working lately. This stuff has been new. It has not been easy, but you guys are persevering, working through it. A lot of you are asking questions when you need help, and I'm super happy to see that, right? Because that's how we learn. Um, so I just want to say keep up that great work, keep working hard. All right, so before we get going, make sure you have something to write with and something to write on. Go ahead, pause the video if you need to. You need some stuff to write with today. Okay, so let's just do a quick review. I'm going to go ahead and reveal two problems. Pause your video, solve both of them, and then come back. So we have 15 divided by 0 and 1/10, 15 divided by 0 and 100th. Okay, so pause your video, solve them, come back when you're done. So this should be very similar to what we did yesterday, right? In fact, I believe this was a problem that we did yesterday. So if we have 15 divided by 0 and 1/10, I'm looking for how many 0 and 1/10 are there in 15 holes. So what I do is, and a lot of you brought this up yesterday, is I make it one place value bigger. So my answer would be 150 because there's one place value, right? So now I'm dividing by 0 and 100th. So I've got 15, and I'm going to move it out two place values. And I'm going to make it 1,500. Okay? So some things that you noticed yesterday, you guys noticed a lot of great things. But some things that a lot of us were noticing were that we divide by 0 and 1/10, we move up one place value. And we divide by 0 and 100th, we move up two place values. So we're going to look at a decimal divided by decimal and see, do those things that you noticed, do those rules, so to speak, still work? All right. So if we have 0 and 1/10 divided by 0 and 1/10, if I'm going to show how to do this, right? So I'm starting with 0 and 1/10, yes? And I'm looking for, okay, how many groups of 1/10 are there? Well, there's only one group. It's right here. Okay? So the answer would be 1. So if I come back here, my answer would be 1. Okay? Now if I look at 0 and 5/10 divided by 0 and 1/10, I start out with 5 of these things. Okay? Now how many groups of 1/10 are there? Well, there's 1 here, there's 2, 3, 4, 5. So the answer here would be 5. I wonder if you see that pattern, if it's continuing or not. So our answer here would be 5. Now, if we're dividing by 100th, right? I'm still starting with a 10th. But how many 100ths are there? Well, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oop, didn't make a dot. 10. So the answer here would be 10. Any guesses on what the answer to this one would be? Let's prove it real quick. I start out with 5, yeah. Oh, that didn't work. Okay, and then how many 100ths are in here? So I knew that in one of these there were 10, right? 9, 10. I got 5 rows of them, so altogether that'll be 50. So if we think back to those two things that we talked about, right? When we divide by 0 and 1/10, we move up one place value. Did that happen? Well, I started with 0 and 1/10. I divided by 0 and 1/10, and we got to 1. So yeah, we did only move up one place value. Same thing here. We started by 0 and 5/10. We got an answer of 5 wholes. So yes, we still only moved up one place value. Here, I started with 0 and 1/10. To get to 10, I moved up 2 place values because I divided by 100th. There's 2 place values behind the decimal point. So yeah, we did go up 2 place values. Same thing here. We start with 0 and 5/10. We move up 2 place values to get to 50 because we've got 2 place values behind the decimal point. So the rule still works. So now we can generalize it, right? Anytime that you divide by a number, you move up the place values, okay? Even when the other number is a decimal number. So let's practice a few. If I have 3 and 2/10 divided by 0 and 1/10. Go ahead and pause your video, solve it how you think you need to solve it, and then play when you're done. So if I start with 3 and 2/10, I'm dividing by 0 and 1/10. If I'm dividing by 0 and 1/10, I'm moving up one place value. So I move up, and this becomes 32. Okay? So now if I have 0 and 34/100 divided by 0 and 1/10. Pause it, solve it, and when you're ready, come back. So again, moving up one place value because I'm dividing by a decimal and dividing by a number in the 10ths place. So I come up one place value. I get 3 and 4/10. Now if I have 12 and 56/100 divided by 0 and 1/10, go ahead and solve that. Your answer should be 125 6/10. Okay. So now let's try this one. What if I have 3.2 divided by 0.01? Solve it and come back. So now I'm dividing by 100th, right? So there's 2 place values, so I've got to move up twice. So that would be 320. And if I have 0.34 divided by 0 and 100th, go ahead and solve it. When you're ready, come back. Again, moving up 2 place values here because it's 100th. So it would be 34. And then the last one, I promise. We have 112 and 45/100 divided by 0 and 100th. Go ahead, pause it, solve it, come back. Moving up 2 place values, right? So bump, bump. It would be 11,245. Okay? So hopefully this made sense to you. If it didn't, come to office hours at 1. All right? And if you need help outside of office hours, please message me and let me know. I will be more than happy to meet with you and help you out. You have a practice sheet to do. It's on Schoology. It's pretty basic, pretty straightforward. And then if you are part of my Thursday small group, I will see you at 1:30, and then we all have a full grade circle at 3 p.m. today. I hope you guys have a great day. I will see you either in office hours or small group, and I hope to see all of you at full circle. Enjoy your day, everyone. Bye.